We are told that monsters are just stories, that dragons, krakens, and aliens are figments of our imagination. But we forget one simple fact: 95% of our ocean remains unexplored. In that darkness, biology doesn't follow our rules. Evolution has created things that defy explanation. Things with elbows, things that swallow their prey whole, things that have no brain, yet hunt in the dark. Today, we aren't looking at myths. We are looking at the nightmares that science has confirmed are real. I'm Abyssal Archive, and here are 7 sea monsters you won't believe are real.
Number 7. The black swallower, the glutton. Imagine a creature designed with one singular terrifying purpose: to eat things bigger than itself. Meet Chiasmodon niger, the black swallower. It patrols the pitch-black waters of the Twilight Zone. It doesn't look real. It looks like a biological mistake. It has a jaw that can unhinge entirely from its skull and a stomach that stretches like a balloon. In 2007, off the coast of Grand Cayman, one of these horrors was found floating dead. It was only 7 inches long, but inside its translucent, stretched stomach was a snake mackerel 4 times its length. The science: it swallows its prey alive, tail first, walking its jaws over the victim until it is fully entombed. But sometimes the meal is so big it decomposes before it can be digested. The gas builds up, and the black swallower floats to the surface, killed by its own gluttony. It's a real-life cautionary tale. In the deep, greed is a death sentence.
Number 6. The frilled shark, the living fossil. If you saw this in a painting from the Middle Ages, you would call it a sea serpent. But in 2007, fishermen near Shizuoka, Japan, saw it in real life. It was the frilled shark, a creature that evolution forgot. Unlike modern sharks, it doesn't have a dorsal fin on its back. It has a long, eel-like body that moves in a serpentine motion. But the true horror is inside the mouth. It has 300 needle-like teeth arranged in backwards-facing rows. They act like Velcro. Once something goes in, it cannot back out. This animal has remained unchanged for 80 million years. It swam with the Mosasaurus. Usually they stay at 1,000 meters deep. The one in Japan surfaced because it was sick and dying. It gave us a brief, terrifying glimpse of the Cretaceous period, thrashed for a few hours, and then died. How many more of them are down there, winding through the darkness?
Number 5. The colossal squid, the heavyweight. We all know the giant squid, but the giant squid is just a long, thin noodle compared to the heavyweight champion of the Antarctic, the colossal squid.
The colossal squid.
In February 2007, a ship in the Ross Sea hauled up a specimen that shocked the world. It weighed 495 kilograms, over 1,000 pounds. That is the weight of a grizzly bear. The description: its eyes are the size of dinner plates, the largest eyes in the animal kingdom, designed to spot the bioluminescence of incoming sperm whales. But look at the arms. The giant squid has suckers. The colossal squid has hooks. Dozens of rotating razor-sharp hooks line its tentacles. It doesn't just grab you, it shreds you.
The colossal
Scientists
squid.
believe this specific squid was actually a small one. Beaks found in the stomachs of whales suggest they grow much, much larger. We have only seen the teenagers. The adults are still waiting.
Number 4.
The siphonophore, the endless spiral. In 2020, a deep-sea robot off the coast of Western Australia captured footage of something that looked like a UFO. It was a spiral of white, fuzzy rope floating at 2,000 feet. But as the robot got closer, they realized it wasn't a rope, it was alive. This is the genus Apolemia, a siphonophore. It is technically a colony of thousands of tiny clones called zooids, all connected, working as one massive body. Using lasers to measure it, scientists estimated the outer ring alone was 154 feet long. That makes it the longest animal ever recorded on Earth, longer than a blue whale, longer than a megalodon. It floats in a feeding posture, trailing millions of stinging tentacles like a drift net of death. If you swam into it, you wouldn't be attacked by one animal. You would be stung by thousands, all digesting you at once. Number 3. The giant oarfish, the doomsday fish. In Japan, they call it Ryugu no Tsukai, the messenger from the sea god's palace. This is the giant oarfish. They are the likely inspiration for every sea serpent story in history. They grow up to 36 feet long, shimmering like silver ribbons with a red crest of fins that looks like a crown. They live vertically in the deep ocean, hovering in the dark. We almost never see them. Legend says that when oarfish rise to the surface, the earth is about to shake. In the months before the devastating 2011 Tohoku earthquake and tsunami, 20 oarfish washed ashore on Japanese beaches. Scientists say it's a coincidence, or they suggest that deep-sea fish are sensitive to the electromagnetic changes in fault lines that occur before a quake. Is it biology, or is it a warning? If you see one on the beach, maybe you should run for the hills. Number 2. The magnapinna squid, the puppet master. This footage was captured by a Shell Oil ROV at a drilling site in the Gulf of Mexico, 8,000 feet down. At first, it looks like a daddy long-legged spider, but then you realize the scale. This is the magnapinna, or big fin squid. It is unlike any other cephalopod. Its arms don't just dangle, they have elbows. They jut out horizontally and then drape down 90 degrees, trailing for 20 feet into the blackness. The twist, it looks like a puppet master or an alien wearing a cloak. We have never captured one. We have never touched one. We have only seen them on deep-sea cameras, staring back at us, hovering completely still. Why do they have elbows? Why do they hover? Some theories say they drag their arms along the seafloor to snag prey. Others say they are simply waiting. It is a creature that triggers a primal fear, the fear of something that doesn't belong on this planet. Number 1. The creature that proves you don't need teeth to be terrifying. For over a century, this animal was a rumor. Between 1999 and 2009, it was seen only 100 times. That is once a year for the entire planet. This is Stygiomedusa gigantea, the giant phantom jelly. It doesn't have a transparent jelly-like body. Its bell is a deep blood red, textured like velvet to absorb all light. It is invisible in the dark. It has no brain. It has no eyes, but it has arms, 4 mouth arms that drape down 33 feet. Unlike other jellyfish, these arms aren't lined with stingers. They are used to trap. It wraps its prey in these velvet curtains, suffocating them in the dark. It is a ghost that you cannot see until you are already inside it. It glides through the midnight zone, found in every ocean on Earth, yet almost never seen. It is the silent red death of the
Until
deep,
you are
and it
already
is
inside it.
absolutely real.
The scariest part isn't that these 7 monsters exist. The scariest part is that we found most of them by accident. A lucky camera shot, a random carcass on a beach. We found a 150-foot Siphonophoror by accident. What are we missing on purpose? Which of these creatures would you least like to meet in the dark? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to sleep tonight, maybe don't look up the coordinates of the bloop. I'm the Abyssal Archive. Stay curious and stay out of the water.